today's session, I am going to discuss the topic effects of ligands in metal complexes. See here, ligands, we know that it donates pair of electrons to vacant metal ion and forms a coordinate covalent bond with metal. It leads to metal complexes. So see here, today I am going to discuss only first row metals, that is from scandium to zinc, students, 21 to 30. See, scandium means it has one electron in d orbital like that, d2, d3, d4 up to d10. So d10 for zinc. So from scandium to zinc, it has the configuration d1 to d10, students. It is 3d orbitals. So here in the number of unpaired electrons, what are the effects shown by ligands? That is today we are going to learn. From d1, d2, d3 and d8, d9, d10, in these 6 atoms, there is no changes, students. Whether it is a strong field ligand or weak field ligand, there is no changes. See, d1, d2, d3 and d8, d9, d10, no changes. The ligand may be weak ligand or strong ligand, there is no changes in the complexes. But from d4 to d7, the complexes may be different, depends upon the ligand, students. If weak field ligand means it shows one magnetic character. If it is strong field means another character. So what is the effect of ligands in metal complexes means, based on that the complex may be paramagnetic or diamagnetic and magnetic moments value are different, and the complex spin complexes also different, whether they high spin or low spin complexes. These three differences shown by the effects of ligands in metal complexes. So let's discuss D4 complex first. See, students, so in D1 it is number of unpaired electron is 1, here number of unpaired electrons 2, here 3, here number of unpaired electrons 4 and number of unpaired electrons 5. D6 means number of unpaired electron is 4, students, because one pairing takes place. So number of unpaired electrons 4. And D7 means 2 pairing takes place, so remaining 3. And D8 means 3 pairing takes place in metal orbitals, remaining unpaired electrons 2. And D9 means 4 pairing and 1 here 0. See, students, this is number of unpaired electrons in metal orbitals. So ligand affects the electrons in metal orbitals. So D4 complexes means if the ligand is weak field. So no, weak field means already we know that no pairing takes place. No pairing. So as it is, 4 ligands are there. Okay, students. So now the configuration is what? T2G Eg. T2G3 Eg1. Weak field means the in degeneracy level the 4 orbitals are equal, but when it is placed in the magnetic field, what happens? This 5 orbitals splits into 2 orbitals. So 3 orbitals are one set in down, it is 3 set orbitals, one in up. Right, students? See, in degeneracy level it splits into, in degeneracy levels same 5 orbitals, but in non-degeneracy when it is placed in the magnetic field, what happens? It splits into 2 sets. One is 3 orbitals, another is 2 orbital set. This is T2G, this is Eg. So this one for octahedral complexes, students, for octahedral complexes. Okay, students. So if weak field ligand means 3 ligand are electrons occupied here and 1 electron here. Okay, students, 1, 2, 3 and here 1 electron, T2G3, 1. So in this case what happens? No pairing. In this case, first 2 point, this is the configuration, students. Second point, no pairing. So the complex exists as paramagnetic complex. Okay, students. So this happens and it shows magnetic moment value. So 4.90 Bohr magneton. Okay, students. Next, if it is a strong field for same D4 complex, See here, first electron is 1, 2, 3, 4. So in this case, what happens, students? Here, 1 electron shifted here and pairing takes place. Remaining 2 electrons as it is, because Ligand requires 2 vacant orbital in 3D. It requires 2 vacant orbital. So see here, now what is the configuration means? Pairing takes place in ground level. Here pairing takes place. So students, not in this case. Now pairing takes place in ground level only. Now the configuration is T2G4EG0. Okay students. Next, pairing takes place and it has 2 unpaired electrons, paramagnetic, and now the magnetic moment value is what, students? 2.83 Bohr magneton. Okay students, these are the differences because of effect of ligands. Next, D5 complex. In weak field ligand, D5 complexes means 5 unpaired electrons are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now in this case, 3 orbitals down, 2 orbitals are up. T2G EG. So see now 4 are there. So here, if it is a weak field ligand means no pairing takes place. So all the orbital has 1 electron. So first T2G3 EG2. Okay students. Next, no pairing. So it is paramagnetic complex. Okay, and it has magnetic moment value is 4.92 Bohr magneton because it has 5 unpaired electrons. If it is a strong field, so what happens? This one dissociates into, see first 5 electrons are there, students. Now pairing takes place. It requires 2 vacant orbitals, right students? So pairing takes place here. It becomes, see already I said, if it is a D5 complexes means pairing takes place because of the ligand. So now see only one, now 2 vacant orbitals are there, 1 unpaired electrons. So now it is a strong field ligand means pairing takes place in the ground state level, students. Pairing takes place here only. There is no electrons for strong field here. Here only pairing takes place. So here. Now what is the configuration, students? T2G4, see T2G5 EG0. Okay students. Next, pairing takes place. Next one, it is a paramagnetic complex. Okay students. Next, its value is only 1 unpaired electrons. So it is 1.73 Bohr magneton. Okay students. So this is the difference between D5 complexes with the effect of weak ligand and strong ligand. Next, D6 complex. First, electrons. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in this case, when it splits means 3 boxes and here 2. T2G EG. See students, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Weak field means first all the orbitals filled, then extra electron goes to down for pairing. Now the configuration is first in T2G4 and EG2. Okay students, and here no pairing. Next, what is the third point, students? It has unpaired electrons, right students? So paramagnetic. So this unpaired electrons leads to this one, students. This one you can take. No need to take this one. Next, it has 4 unpaired electrons. So the value is 4.90 Bohr magneton. Clear, students? Next, for strong field. So this strong field means in down 3 up to T2G level, EG level. So first you have to fill the electrons. This means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because of the strong field Ligon, what happens? Again one more pairing takes place. This is normal pairing, students. Effect of Ligon means it leads to pairing. Okay, students, it requires 2 orbitals. So now 2 pairing takes place. So see now, Ligon requires 2
That's why it pairs these 2 electrons. So now 2 orbitals are there. So in this case, in non-degeneracy level, what happens? So total electrons 6. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No electrons in EG level because the gap is more for strong field Ligon. The gap is less for weak field Ligon. The gap is more for strong field Ligon. So pairing does not single electrons filled by all the orbitals. That's why pairing takes place here. So now it becomes T2G 6 EG 0. For any strong field Ligon, EG will be 0. First 6 electrons everything paired, then remaining electrons go to EG level. This one for strong field. So here pairing takes place. Next, it leads to diamagnetic complexes because after pairing, see students, after pairing no unpaired electrons, so it is diamagnetic. It leads to diamagnetics. The magnetic moment value also 0. Okay, students. Next, for D7 complex. So here all weak field Ligon leads to low spin complexes. Sorry, high spin complex. All weak field Ligons leads to high spin complexes. All strong field Ligons leads to low spin complexes. Low spin means first electrons are spin, all the electrons are spin. The magnetic moment spin values will be less than weak field Ligons. Okay, students, spin value, nothing represents spin values, plus of minus of values. Okay, students, see here for D7 complex. So first fill the electrons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, students, so here in degeneracy levels, here 7 electrons are there. In non-degeneracy level, T2G EG. Okay, students, see here now first electrons 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For weak field, first all the orbitals has to fill 5, 6, then 7. Now what is the configuration, students? T2G, here how many electrons? 5, and EG 2. Next, here no pairing. This is not a pairing, students. This is number of electrons. So no pairing with the effect of Ligons. Next, it leads to paramagnetic because 3 unpaired electrons. So paramagnetic complex. Okay, students, and 3.83 Bohr magneton. Okay, students. Next, 3.70. Next, for strong field. See, students, strong field means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is usual. But if the Ligon is strong means pairing takes place. See here, it requires 2 orbitals. Okay, students. So here pairing takes place. This electron, this last electron moves. So now so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. It leads to 1. But in strong field For D7 complex in strong field, it is different, students. So in this case, ligands can't approach. So what happened means, now the metal ion remove one more electron. See, so this is different exception. D7 complex means for cobalt plus 3. Okay, students, cobalt plus 3 means what? It is 3d6, 4s 0, because from 3d7 4s2 3 electrons removed, so remaining 3d6 now. So only for cobalt in D7 complex strong field ligand means, so this is exception. See now, in 3 plus state only strong field can approach. So see, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, students, this one for metal, this one for ion, students. Only in ionic state ligands are approaches. Here in metal state it is not possible for ligand, so that's why it removes one more electron. So now pairing takes place because of ligand. See, students, now two orbitals are free now. So now ligands can approach in these two orbitals and forms a bond. So see, now pairing takes place. Pairing takes place, it leads to diamagnetic complex, because this electron will pair here, this electron will pair here, so two electrons, no unpaired electrons, diamagnetic, and value will be 0 Bohr magneton. Clear, students? So this is effect of ligands. In crystal field theory I will explain you clearly, so how electrons paired with the help of weak field and strong field ligands. So I hope you can understand the concepts. So weak field ligand means it leads to high spin complex, strong field means it is a low spin complex, student. You should not forget this. If you like this video, please give one thumbs up, share and subscribe to my channel. If you have any comments, please mention in comment box. Thank you for watching.